everybody. Welcome back. This is Kurt Roth, and we are doing the 505 Sports Venture Foundation program. We come to you weekly from the studios of ProView, high above Central Avenue in beautiful downtown Albuquerque. I want to shout out to Steve Davis, president of ProView, for giving us this opportunity. Steve's up the stairs in the big chair. And behind the glass, originally from Norwalk, California, Adrian, my producer, who does an incredible job every week trying to make us look like somewhat professional here. Anyway, we've got a great show, special guest. Everybody in Albuquerque is kind of excited. Lobo football's in a very cool spot, and we're going to talk Lobo football after our first break. But guys, gals, you know that 505's mission is about the 3 R's, recognition, recruitment, and the big one is retention. Football team successful. Guess what happens on December 9th this year? It's called the transfer portal. We all know about it. We all fear it or take advantage of it. And it's up to us as a collective to get behind our Lobos. It's up to us to make NIL opportunities available for our student athletes. So in this case, in the transfer portal, we retain them. So 505sports.org. It's really easy. You can donate $1. We have different memberships, give you access to the website, etc., etc. But we need total support here in New Mexico. We're going to keep this thing going, Lobo football. You've seen what we've done in Lobo basketball, but it's up to us to keep it going. Anyway, 505sports.org. We're going to take a short break. Stay with us. We'll be back with our special guest.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
What's going on, Lobo Nation? Ja'Cory Krosky-Miller here.
And I'm Devin Dampier. The Lobo football team's going through some changes, but we're here to stay.
We'll put in the work on the field and in the weight room, but we'll need your help off the field.
505 Sports Venture is leading the charge in the NIL space.
And you can be part of it.
You make my heart better. Shorty, she better than all my intentions. Locked shorty, you got my attention. CEO, baby, I get you the business. Touchdown and pay you a visit.
Hi, my name is Ruben, and I'm with the New Mexico Educational Assistance Foundation. We are proud sponsors of high school and college sports. Either college or trade, we can help you find the funding you need. Go to nmfafsa.org. That's nmfafsa.org.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
All right, everybody, welcome back. This is 505 SVF program. I'm Kurt Roth. And we have so much to talk about in so little time. I want to get right to it. We're going to introduce our guest, the Lobo wide receiver, Ryan Davis. Ryan, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Thanks for being here.
Pleasure.
We got a lot to talk about. We're going to save the actual schedule and what's going on there for a little bit later. I want to get people to know about you. You are in your fifth year. You're what they call a super senior. Got a COVID year.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you came with Coach Vincent from UAB, Correct. All right, 3 years there. This is your second year here.
Mm-hmm.
But what I really we got into it like Caleb Medford last week. You were also a baseball player, and you grew up in a suburb of Atlanta, Roswell, Georgia.
Yes.
Okay. What was the school you went to?
Blessed Trinity Catholic High School.
And you played baseball there.
Yep.
And you played with one of your brothers.
Both of them.
Oh, you were on the team even with the older guy.
Yep.
Okay. So tell us. You got two brothers. One's playing college ball. One's playing professional ball. Tell us about those guys.
Yeah, Connor, he's my oldest brother. He's now in IT sales. He played at Auburn. COVID happened. He transferred out to Arizona State, tore his ACL. That was a sad story. But he ended up stopped playing. He's in sales. And then Colin, he went to Wofford in South Carolina. He balled out there, got drafted 7th round by the Mariners, and he's in their farm league right now.
Well, that's really cool. And so you obviously played baseball in high school at a high level.
Yes.
But you kind of told me COVID impacted your decision to stick with football. How'd that work?
Most definitely, yeah. My plan was to play both because I had both baseball and football offers coming out of high school. And I went to UAB because it was close to home. I was told I could play both there, but my first year, my plan was to play football because I hadn't had one full year of workouts, receiver training, and stuff like that. So I was sticking to football my first year for sure. And then sophomore year, I was going to get back on the baseball field, but COVID happened, so that kind of just threw things out the window. And then junior year, I had a great chance to play on the field, so I wanted that spring to be with the football team to work out. Be in the weight room all year, kind of be with the guys and lead from the front. So, yeah, baseball kind of just slipped away.
All right. Well, we're grateful for you that you're here. Just want to go back one story. You just told me you literally played the outfield with your brother who had injured his elbow and needed surgery but was still in the lineup.
Yes.
And he played center field and you played right field?
Yeah, this was my sophomore year.
And your sophomore year. And tell us how that worked in the outfield on balls hit to your brother.
So, yeah, Colin, he had to get that Tommy John surgery. It's where you tear your UCL. Can't throw at all, but he could still hit. He had that big old brace that Jonty's wearing right now, Ashton.
Otani.
No, the Boise State.
Yeah.
He had that big
wow.
brace on.
Right.
But he could still hit. So I was playing right field. He'd play center. So, any time, it really happened in the playoffs. Any time a ball was hit to him, I'd sprint to center, and he'd toss me the ball. I'd grab it and chuck it in.
Excellent teamwork. Excellent.
And it was, it was funny. It was quick. It was a quick transition. There was really no delays. We didn't have to take him out of center field. Yeah, that was funny.
Awesome story. All right. So you're playing big time ball at a high school level in right outside of Atlanta. Now it comes to getting recruited. Coach Vincent recruited?
Yes, actually Coach Woods recruited, the tight end coach at UAB. But when I went on my visit, Coach V was my dude. He was the one that I talked to and most influential.
Well, we know Albuquerqueans who follow football were really quite familiar with Brian Vincent. Just a great guy, totally engaging. So you play at UAB 3 years, and he tells you he's going?
Yeah,
it
was really
how did that work?
That was a tricky situation because our head coach, my third year at UAB, he had a big back surgery and had to step down from his role. So Coach V, he got the interim head coach job that year. And we went 6-6, went to a bowl game, and then they let him go. And sadly,
didn't keep him as head coach.
They didn't like him for some reason. So when he got the job here at New Mexico over break, he gave me a call and was like, "Hey, I'll be in Albuquerque. I want you and Dylan to come." And
that's right.
And I love Coach V. Dill, he was my roommate at UAB too. So we just kind of were like, "Yeah, let's go do this thing. Let's go out to
sight unseen."
Yeah,
sight unseen. So
unseen.
What was it? It's kind of a strange place here. What was it like when you got off the plane?
Very unique. I had never seen it before. I've seen Breaking Bad, and that was the best version of what I thought it was going to be, and it was exactly that. It's mountains and then desert.
Yeah.
Very unique and different compared to the South.
Altitude issues at first?
For maybe the first run.
Yeah.
Maybe the first 100, 200 yards run. Yeah, the lungs were feeling it a little bit, but now, like, I'm used to it. Last game, like, Washington State, they were all complaining on defense and being like, yo, how do y'all breathe up here? I was like, it takes a while. It takes a little bit to adjust to.
And you dudes don't have enough time to adjust, so sorry.
It's a good advantage.
Yeah, it's a great advantage.
Good
All right.
advantage.
So you got Coach V's here, and all of a sudden, that changes 1 year. Mm-hmm. Like, what was that like? You had to make a decision.
Yeah, I obviously, like, when we got news of this new staff coming in, Coach Bronco, their resume speaks for themselves. I looked up Coach Beck, his OC, his offense, and he runs a great offense. And I was halfway through my master's program, and I was like, I want to get my master's. That's very important to me. And also just a new offense, maybe just a new change. And I wanted to do that. Like, I wanted to be a part of a change and culture and a rebuild, but with coaches that would give me the opportunity to, like, do that. And I just feel like there wasn't a better place to be.
Well, that's awesome. We're grateful to have you here. And now we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk a little bit about some academics, and then, of course, hold on, we'll get to football. I know everyone's excited. Stay with us. We're going to take a short break.
Got shots. Got shots. Got shots.
During Got Shots, participating providers open their doors for any child who presents for immunizations, regardless of whether they are a patient or whether they have insurance.
We aren't all born with the same opportunities. But it's the people who care that change everything.
Get ready, Sprout, get ready.
My coach. My teacher. My older sisters. My grandma. My brother. My tutor. My dad and my mom.
As New Mexicans, it's up to all of us to do our part.
So that no child goes without love.
And no family has to do it all on their own.
They're all our children. Every single person is called to make a difference in the life of a child.
It's up to all of us to do our part.
To pull together.
Pull together.
Pull together.
To make New Mexico the best place to be a kid.
Hi, my name is Ruben, and I'm with the New Mexico Educational Assistance Foundation. We are proud sponsors of high school and college sports. Either college or trade, we can help you find the funding you need. Go to nmfafsa.org. That's nmfafsa.org.
To enough.
No, yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Part two we have one more segment after this, but I'm here with Ryan Davis, Lobo wide receiver. We've gone through why or how he got here, some good stuff. Again, another athlete who played more than football, decided to make football your sport. All right, so academics is a big deal. You're like, you get the ability with COVID, you have eligibility, you're getting scholarships, you're a business major. Mm-hmm. So you're going to get an MBA. Just so you know, people, Ryan was made Mountain West All-Academic, Mountain West Scholar Athlete. Those are separate awards, and the Collegiate Sports Communicators Award. So this dude is doing some schoolwork, but you want a business degree. That's your goal, MBA. Mm-hmm. Why MBA? How'd you get there?
I think business is a broad category where you can kind of jump into any field, and there's always a business side of everything. So my first track at UAB, academic track at UAB, I was on the medical route, and I wanted to do something in the medical field, but it was just really hard with football, where I had to switch over to business, and I was like, I think I can still do something in the medical field just on the business side of things. So yeah, I switched to business my sophomore year and kind of just got on a roll, and I think I want to do something sales, medical sales. I've always said medical sales, but even if it's not that, I know like business, there's so many different ways you can go.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Great choice. It shows, guys, that college sports is way more than just on the field. It's all about academics. It's all about, in our case now, community involvement. Get the student athletes out in the community. Hey, we're going to sell something right now, 505sports.org. Check it out. Get on there. Give us a little help. All right. So you come to UNM, changeover. Bing. 1 year. Coach Vincent's gone. Your guy. Had to make a decision. And we know if you've watched us and we've heard us talk about it, you see other guys, Mendenhall team is it's unique and it's pretty strict requirements. So there was no go in the portal and come back. Mm-hmm. How did they present that? And who talked to you first?
Coach Bronco did. Yeah, he showed up and said, yeah, I've got a tight ship. I have my guys coming. You'll see them when you get back in January. And
this was in December, right?
Yeah,
when he got
right
hired.
Before we left to go to break.
Okay.
So yeah, he told us like this is how it's going to be. I expect a lot of things. You'll have a lot of responsibility, no messing up, a lot of accountability, and honestly, like that's the type of stuff we needed, and we needed that. And if you saw our locker room now compared to last year, years before. Like we take care of it now, and there's no trash on the floor. There's no specks or anything. Coach Blackjack, of course, he comes around and makes double checks, but it's us who have to, like, every single day before I leave the facility, I'm making sure my helmet's here, loops on the left side, nothing in my locker. So yeah, I think he gave us those expectations, and we've kind of just risen to them, and we want to do that because we know we need that change, and we feel it, and the momentum, just like what he brings and what he expects, is in the direction of like which we want to go.
All right. Well, you personally had a little different situation. You had a medical issue that you had to deal with, and you mentioned Blackjack.
Yes.
Tell us who Blackjack is.
Blackjack's our strength coach. He was in the Army, so just everything he
Special
says.
Forces, Black Hawk helicopters, and
Special Forces. Very just if you hear him yelling, you can hear him yelling from the parking lot. 1, 2, 3. He's a funny dude, but he runs a tight ship too. But like he cares for us. And yeah, I had to call him over break and just let him know I was still kind of bugging. My groins were still bugging a little bit from my hip surgery that I had a year prior. But my first year out here, I was still kind of feeling it. I didn't feel great, didn't feel 100%. So I just wanted to call him and say, hey, like, I've been having these problems for a year. They've been lingering. Can we team up with this and attack this for the spring? And he was with me every single day asking, hey, how are your hips doing? And then he'd include workouts that just like I feel like I hadn't had before. Just little things, just something like weightless body squats that like you're trying to touch your butt to the ground in between squat sets, just to like, I don't know, kind of hit different angles, hit different things. Right. But yeah, he's great.
So the overall workouts, I mean, we saw Bronco talk about the interview, and we saw Bronco talk about how he talks about the interview with no words being spoken, and picking guys' names out of a hat. Overall, has the level of expectation and the work done in the spring and the summer, is that substantially different than the past?
Yes.
Harder?
Absolutely. It was the most running I've ever done in my life. Post 2 hip surgeries, yeah, this is the most running, most conditioning, most hard work I've ever put in, but it's been worth every single second.
Very surprising to me. Well, encouraging and somewhat surprising how few guys backed off. I mean, some guys just said no from the get-go. But for the most part, guys bought in.
Want to be here.
And then a new wave came in the spring, and then late in the summer, guys showed up, and they bought in.
Yeah.
It's a team effort.
It's either you have to it's you buy in or you got to get out.
Okay, so some guys got out, and we were disappointed. I have to say, I had a few favorites who just didn't want to do it. All right, we're going to come into the last segment. We're talking bowl eligible at New Mexico, Broncos' first year. It's a hell of a story for fans. I mean, I'm a Lobo fan 52 years, so I've seen the best and the worst, a lot of worst. Anyway, we're going to talk about it. Stay with us. One last break. We'll be right back with Ryan to talk Lobo football.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
I might not be in the cage as much anymore. Just like riding a bicycle, I can pick up the fight from where I left off. I'm not some slick-haired outsider posing with borrowed gloves. I grew up here. New Mexico is in my blood. I'm a New Mexican fighting for other New Mexicans. I'm Adam Oki. I'll be your champion in the courtroom.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Okay, we're back. Ryan Davis is here. 1 week to go. We got a bye week. Probably kind of, is that good or bad? You guys are on a roll. Would you rather be playing Saturday, or do you need to heal up a little bit and get focused?
I think I want to play Saturday, but I also like this break. We played 6 weeks straight, so yeah, my body's hurting a little bit. So it's nice to rejuvenate.
Whatever it is, it's awesome for Lobo fans. 0-4 start, couple of bad breaks, couple of winnable games. At least Montana State. I still contend, everybody, we could have beat Arizona. And played, we were in the game with Auburn on the road. Fresno was a little rough, and then boom, season turned around. What happened?
I really think after Montana State, yeah, that one hurt really bad. We saw us compete with Auburn and Arizona. I mean, we were beating them at half, both of them at half. Or I think we were down maybe 3 versus Auburn, and then beating Arizona at half. Fresno, yeah, that was a little wonky, fluke game, but then it started picking up around like game 5. I think we were sick of losing one, but just we saw how close we were in these other games, and we know we could have won them. And honestly, if I'm looking back at it now, I think we could have 7-8 wins right now.
No doubt about it. I know in this current streak, both Colorado State and Wyoming were winnable games.
Yep.
So you guys are
Colorado State, Wyoming, Montana State. That's 3+ right there.
Right there, and we're at 5. So we could have been at 8 now. All right. Did the message from Bronco and the staff change during the 0-4, or as you started to win, or has it just been a consistent, steady one game at a time type deal?
It's always been a consistent, steady one game type deal, but there's also emphasis on every single game. I remember, what game was it? We really emphasized the fourth quarter, the second half, because we would do very good in the first half, and then second half we kind of slow down a little bit, and then we emphasized the second half, and I can't remember which game it was, but we were a little slower in the first half, and then we really emphasized the second half, and that's where we came back and won. Utah State.
Right.
It was Utah State. We emphasized fourth quarter, and we scored most points in the fourth quarter that we had all year.
Right. Well, I want to understand that. I'm a lifetime football fan, damn near 70 years, 65 years of watching football. How do you emphasize the fourth quarter? What does that mean? Focus?
Intent, focus, and getting together and just knowing, hey, we got 15 more minutes, let's do this thing. So, like, every single, before the last period of practice, every day of the week, we would get together, we'd say, all right, this is the fourth quarter, we got 15 minutes left, let's really focus this in that last period and do everything we're going to do now that we're going to do on Saturday. And then on Saturday, the Utah State game, we bring it up right before the fourth. We're like, all right, this is what we've been doing, let's go out there and succeed. Dev, he had us all together, hey, we're about to go win this game. And then we won the game, and that was really, like, telling. After the game, we're like, damn, we just talked about, like, doing this in the fourth quarter a couple of days ago, and that's exactly what we did. Like, it's pretty cool how we planned for that, and then we did it. And
yep, it was awesome. I had to admit, I was on the field in the end zone, and I got 2 touchdown hugs after from Eli. He ran right into me both times. All right, we don't have much time. There are 2 subjects I want to talk about. Down 4 points against Washington State. 3 minutes and change. What are you guys thinking?
We have to go score. It's on the offense's back. Like, defense, they played lights out second half. And we were told all week that it was going to come down to the last drive. Didn't know if it was going to be offense or defense. And it's pretty cool how, like, it just turned out that way, because we were told it was going to be last drive, and it actually was the very last drive. And, 3 minutes left, all right, we get up, we're down 4 points, and we just offense, we were pretty calm. We're a pretty calm unit.
Yeah.
And we kind of just expect to go out there and drive down the field, and that's exactly what we did. Having Dev, he was just like, all right, we're going to go do this. And it was pretty cool just seeing us march down.
Down inside the 10, down inside the 5, the clock's running, 20, total calm.
Calm.
Just knew you were going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a couple minutes. Got a bye, then we go out to Honolulu.
Yes.
Season's on the line. You win that game, you play again. Mm-hmm. What's the mindset now, and what do you think you have to do to get ready?
Extreme focus, getting ahead this week. Obviously, we have Thursday, Friday this week to practice, kind of know our game plan, know what we're going to do. So when we hit the practice next week on Monday, that's really, we're going to be ahead a day or two. And watch film, focus on us, focus what we can do. And really that's it, focus on what we can do and expect good things. Can't focus on too many outside distractions, just what can we do to prepare the best for Hawaii.
Can't focus on the mountains or the grass skirts out there, right?
Yeah, no volcanoes, no looking, no sightseeing yet. Maybe
no
after
sightseeing. And then we can culminate this in one more game in December.
2 more games. We need 2 more games. That's the plan.
No, that's true. That's true.
That's the plan.
That's one game at a time. Don't do okay. All right, everybody. I want to thank Ryan. Thanks. We're really excited. Lobo fans are like just looking forward to the next stop, Hawaii. It's been an incredible season. You guys have really got things going here. The town is talking about it, and we'll obviously have to wait to see it. Well, man, we might get another game in Albuquerque. You never know where that postseason game is.
Never know.
We could get Walter White throwing out the first pass at the New Mexico Bowl. Anyway, I want to thank you. Great work on the field, great work academically. Shout out to your brothers, your guy playing in the Mariners organization. We hope to run into him one day. Hey, everybody, 505 SVF, 505sports.org. Check it out. Join up. Let's get this movement going. We need all of you right now. I'll be back next week, hopefully with another great guest, and we'll see you then. I'm Kurt Roth.